Anyway, where do you think we should go next? Well, someplace with a lot of information, I suppose. Allow me to get thinking about such a place. Oh, surprise, I'm done. The answer is so obvious it's insulting. After all, I'd already gone there during my first mediation. Library. I'm digging this. I think I like where this is going. And I really like Winter and Cyrus's engagement with, I guess critical thought is a good way of putting it. Just asking questions about the world around them before coming into a place with preconceived notions. It's very powerful and probably the best tool that an anthropologist would have against fighting. I mean, chaos is everyone has different perceptions of chaos. Some people are even totally fine in chaos, so that's the interesting part. I'm wondering where we're gonna go with that. There's perspective around chaos. Some people live in chaos and find that to be normal. I mean, I get your line of thought. Libraries can tell you a lot about a world's history, and I would bet there are computers there too, considering the world we're in. Unfortunately, that kind of knowledge probably wouldn't be so helpful for this job. A job! That means that we have structure! There's something else here that we are not privy to. What about scholarly journals, like reliable sources? Fact-checked? Nah, I think we should find a bar. What is it? Well, I just had a thought. Are the bars here special? Like, library bars? I figured maybe you'd like to drink as you read, maybe? Winter, stop thinking about libraries. Sorry. Bars here should be normal as far as I'm aware. Well, we'll head there because bars are where people go to talk. Cyrus then turns to walk away, as if it's the next natural thing to do. I mean, it's not. I stayed incredulously for 3 full seconds before realizing, oh, we're supposed to move ahead. It's okay, Winter. We'll get through this, I promise you. Oh, here we are, walking along the street. Seen a few vehicles pass us by, so I guess it is. Or I should say I've heard them, for they have been loud. They're pretty sorry excuses for transportation, though. They have these grotesque metal protrusions out of their fronts, which billow dark smoke and occasionally drip liquid. As if that weren't bad enough, most every frame of these things has looked like a bludgeon team went wild on it. There were such bewildering things that they distracted me from the matter at hand. Cyrus, is he not going to elaborate at all? He just walked off after telling me that people talk at bars. Thanks, Cyrus. Would not have guessed that people talk at places. Is he supposed to be teaching me? How can I learn anything with such vague statements? We have to decipher these vague statements. It is a pain in the ass. But bars are an important place where people talk. And I would assume in most structures of some kind of human-like sentience, you're gonna have a bar. No matter where you're in the galaxy, there's always gonna be a bar. Well, Winter, well. You need to go to the ice cream parlor, Winter, because they sell food. Winter, well. Goodness, how annoying. Hasn't he been annoying since orientation, pestering me and staring at me? Annoying and unlikable person, this Cyrus, with a reputation at that, I hear. I mean, seriously, don't people talk everywhere? Sir, don't people talk everywhere? Isn't that the sort of thing humans are, like, known for in general? Well, aren't you snippy? Oh crap, just ruined everything, didn't I? I need to stop thinking so much and let my thoughts slip out. Oh, you shouldn't have said it like that. He's my superior. Bet I'll lower my grade now. Sorry, sir, I didn't mean to... It's just a bit frustrating when you don't explain yourself properly. Oh, I thought it was mostly self-explanatory. Cyrus, you'd be so rude to us. Not really at all, sir. Well, I mean, maybe it is. I don't really know anything about bars. I've never seen the outside of one. Ah, that's right. We're really not into drinking back home, are we? I don't know if I would say that. Perhaps not everyone's the same. Well, bars are generally a place where people go to unwind. And the alcohol loosens their lips, so to speak. He seems so smug with himself with that line. I'm totally fine walking and talking cliches. I don't care. Yeah, what do you want? Oh, I must have hit a button that cleared up all the... Oh yeah, center click. Center click just clears away the whole overlay. They'll talk about almost anything, themselves, their troubles, and often the root of the problem will involve what is troubling the world's people. It's a useful place to visit. Speaking of problems, what was the issue of the last world you visited? This is a great contextual question to be asked. Winter's problem was pollution. Done. Cha-ching! We have a base. We have a base of understanding. The world was kind of oldish and much less practical than ours. They kept throwing out their stuff wrong and had bad ways of making energy. Their water ended up getting poisoned and a lot of them were sick. That's an easy problem. Global warming, pollution, these are very, very simple problems with big solutions. And those solutions are unfortunately usually rooted in huge political, social, and economic problems, and so they have tangled roots, a tangled web even. Winter is being very, very clear about that. Weird thing is that she's coming in as an outside person that can just descend on down from the heavens and be like, they kept throwing out their stuff wrong and a lot of them were sick. Simple problem. Not necessarily a huge systemic problem in and of itself, except for when it's combined with all of the other trappings of all the other systems, then it has huge systematic failures and becomes cataclysmic, like the terrible situation that we have right now. So yeah, interesting stuff. It's a long-term project, I assume? So there's long-term and short-term. Yeah, we're getting a little more details in here. Yeah, my mentor had me working on it for a while before I came. I think it was around 5 months. Long-term being 5 months, apparently. That's so. I hope Cyrus is gonna be like, well, it ain't that simple around here, miss. Much more complicated than that. That'd make me happy. Glad I'm assigned short-term projects. It'd be something awful to get stuck with the same problem for nearly a year. Not the answer I was expecting Cyrus to have. Seems to be kind of a drifter type of person. I agree, but I don't know about the way you said that. And don't, Winter. Don't know about that. How long did you shadow her? 3 days? I see. Oh, time is of the essence then. You've never had alcohol, have you? What? No, sir. I would never. I mean, I'm too young. Stuff in my tracks. He stops to turn. His lips then curl in kind of expression. Oh ho hoing at my innocence, ripe to be defiled. It's creepy, and I'm uncomfortable. Nah, you wouldn't do anything against the rules, would you? It's a test, a trick, a challenge? I don't like the provocation. No, sir, I would not. Smile broadens at this and my discomfort increases. You know, Winter, each world you visit will have its own laws, its own customs, and its own social graces. You're gonna have to learn to make your mind a little more flexible if you want to succeed. Gonna have you drink some alcohol at the bar. Excuse me. I don't want to. Besides, I'm underage. It's against the law. Well, Winter, in many cultures you'll be expected to drink even at your current age. You should be ready for that, and you should know the effects alcohol has on yourself and others. This is one of the first things that people say about lowering the drinking age in America, to be below the driving age, so that you know the effects alcohol has on yourself and others. What? He's telling me to break the law. No, that's completely out of my comfort zone. I probably hate alcohol even. You probably too. Alcohol is disgusting. Right, I don't do this. Alcohol itself is not tasty. I mean, I know we're in another world, so it's not really the law, but... No, this is my conviction. I was born and raised to a set of rules, and I think it'd be best to live by them. It's like what I learned in class. One might think it best to try absorbing all aspects of cultures met. However, it is not advisable. In absorbing a culture, you run the risk of becoming absorbed by that culture as well. Mediators should not forget who they are. I am Winter Harrison. I will not be shaken by this. Don't think I can do that, sir. Winter? That's an order. It's part of your training. Bastard! Pulled rank on me. If you do not drink alcohol at the bar, I'll be forced to fail you. That isn't fair. Huh? That's not allowed. You can't make me do anything. Most certainly can. I'm your mentor. Only for today, and you aren't always going to be that. Besides, you can't threaten me because I have my convictions and I won't forget who I am. Cyrus is nonplussed by this. I'm right. I can tell I'm right because my cheeks are flushed, my heart is pounding, and looks wounded. Winter! I'm gonna let you play it out. I want to see what happens. I hurt him. I struck out against him and he knows he's wrong. It isn't just enough that he's hurting inside, though. I need to teach him a lesson. I need to knock it into him. Therefore, I will raise this trembling arm and trembling fist. I will raise it and grit my teeth, and I'll punch him in his pathetic-looking chest. Get him. Ha. What? Winter, I don't think you thought your convictions through very hard this time. Winter, what is this? I am rebelling against you. Did you just punch me? Nod my head quickly with purpose. You did? What does it look like? My fist smashed into your ribs, didn't it? The smashed is... Don't patronize me! Whoop. I think right click paused it. Also, I'm totally embodying myself as Winter, in case that wasn't clear. All of a sudden, my hair goes puff, as if something heavy has lightly fallen on it. I glance up to find Cyrus resting his hand on my head. Although I know what he's doing, I still am compelled to ask. What are you doing? Winter, fine, I won't force you to drink. You mean you can't? I mean I won't. I will, however, put forth a stern suggestion. It would be very wise of you to drink. It will help you ease into the taste of another place. I know what they've taught you. I'd be lying if I said I ignored what I learned. Just remember the way it's worded. You're allowed to let yourself go a little. Just don't forget. I haven't forgotten, neither have you, it seems. But you shouldn't be afraid of stepping outside of yourself, if only for a little while. In a sense, that's what you're doing already in being here. So I urge you, Winter, have a pint. Just a little, just to get a taste. Don't drink to just get a taste. It'll never work. It just does not, unfortunately, that's not how drinking works. Not drinking alcohol, at least. You have to go full into it. At least enough to where getting a taste is actually like taking full gulps of beer. Taking a full shot. You cannot sip a beer shot unless it's tequila, in which case you totally can sip and you should sip. Alcohol. It's a thing. It exists. It's important. It is very important to our lives as humans. That's a bar. What makes it any different from any stores? It looks the same from outside. They don't seem to pride themselves on distinction out here. I run my hand through my hair and grimace. Wonder if since all the storefronts look like this, maybe they're all bars? What a terrible thought. What if this culture loves to drink? Will I be expected to drink a lot? Maybe. You can also go to a bar and not drink. That's totally fine. She'll learn. Ugh, what am I doing? This is so illegal. I wonder if I can report this. Usurp.